So I didn't save with Camus's key because I just went straight from there to here, and I hate everything. It's not even like I have never had this kind of issue with the AI tuber software. No idea what's going on there, why it's suddenly worse. I did upgrade my drivers. Maybe the new drivers suck. But it's just everything. And then I disable AI tuber and it's all still broken. And so what was that? Today's stream brought to you by Boeing, says Eddie in chat. Now. If it was Boeing, we'd all already be dead. Oh my god, this game! It is just not necessary. It is just not necessary, and my face is frozen again, and it's just not necessary. Given the encounter rate, one saying we are dead and in hell already. Yes, unsingable chat. I mean, you're not wrong. My face is frozen, even though I'm not using the AI tuber. Okay. Then we're gonna strip this lizard naked. We're not gonna try to blend it this time because that doesn't work. Somehow got both games. I suggested 2 weekends in a row, and I didn't watch either of them. Both games I suggested 2 weekends in a row, and I didn't watch either of them, says Kyle in chat. Well, here you are. Here it is. The wizard raised its D. I've got Lightning 3. I've got Medium Recovery. I've got the whole deal. I've got Key C. I'm gonna teleport. I shouldn't have gone to the old man. I should have gone straight to the guy, the guy who's a guy. The shaman, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I didn't even have to open the door. That's weird. Okay, we're back off to Camel's domain, the domain of the camel. Really, like, if they just reduced the battle frequency by 98.8%, then this would be a good game. That's all they need to do, just reduce the battle frequency by 98.8%. Show Camel's domain, says Unsingable in chat. Exactly. Exactly. We're gonna get so addicted to tobacco. We're gonna get all the kids addicted. How does this compare to Final Fantasy Legend? Asked Kyle in chat. I mean, incomparable. Like, there is literally no... Like, this is technically an RPG, but that is, like, no other element of it is similar. I don't know, charm. Cool! The very direction I was trying to go before. Okay, we are roughly where we were when I got myself murdered last time. Just like one step further this way, maybe one more. There it is. And the shape of a beautiful woman, but oh, this time it's a lamia. Oh no. I should not have just done a normal fight there. Step 1, strip this lamia. Step 2, attempt to continue to be alive. Step 3, murder. Yeah, let's just try... You know what, let's try beige fire. Beige fire? Oh, beige fire. 17? Jeez! 51. That's a bigger number than 17. 1. 1 is smaller. Potentially the first pair of breasts on the Game Boy, says Kyle in chat. And there's one pixel there that if you really look carefully, you can convince yourself that that is the areola. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Face be gone. I just don't have a face today, okay? Deal with it. I did it! I defeated the lamia! 20 gold. And for my troubles, I get nothing! I love nothing! Great! Okay, did the trees say something different now? It's dangerous here. Don't come closer. Escape quickly. So, yes, the lamia served no purpose. Super cool. So glad. I suppose the awakening for many a schoolboy by getting beaten up by a powerful snake lady, says Kyle in chat. Many sexual awakenings. It's a terribly steep ledge. You watch, hole. There's herb. You get herb. Why is it that the generic messages that are just like common in, you know, they're the kind of messages that appear many times, all have like the most insane grammar possible? The hell? What? Game? Okay. What if someone sees the stream title expecting an AI tuber, but then you don't even have a face? Asked Nettie in chat. I thought I updated the stream title. It was supposed to update, but apparently it just didn't care to, because it didn't want to, because cool. Didn't actually mean to go that way. You know what? You're just not worth it. Just not worth my time. You look carefully in the... Fine. Orc I can deal with. A single orc. Just a moment. I am restarting VC Face because even it will not work now. Oh, I'm very hurt. I should probably pay attention to my hups. But I'll just pay attention to killing instead. I'll be fine. Dead. Should have paid attention to my hups. Didn't. I'm fine. Everything's great. If only the orc could not also recover itself. Like multiple times in a row. Pretty sure I've done a net 0 damage against this orc. Hey, here we go. Front pagoda. This doesn't look like a pagoda. Are you totally sure about that? The door is tightly closed. It's so tight you can't open it. If you know what I... Never mind. Must have been sealed using great force. Then kick it. You knock again, but there is no answer. Okay, so there's a pagoda over here. Pagoda. A round pagoda. It's a terribly steep ledge. The pale moonlight makes the pagoda seem very, very mysterious. The main thing that's mysterious is in what universe is the thing I'm looking at a pagoda? The path comes to an end here. The pale moonlight makes the pagoda seem very, very mysterious. I have a moon thingy. Do I look at the moon with the moon thingy? The new crescent is in the sky. You may be able to touch it from the top of the pagoda. Yeah, likely. That seems possible. I did not want to do that. You can't touch it from here. Okay, so I am supposed to get to the top of the pagoda and touch the moon. You know how it is. Sometimes you touch the moon. To someone with no concept of a space elevator, would a space elevator seem like a pagoda? Asked Nettie in chat. I'm gonna go with no. I don't know. Use a weg. Use some crotche. Okay, I feel like I've gone everywhere, but I must not have. Cool. Boy, the amount of damage they do sure varies wildly. Bye, Shadow 2! Is there some Oddworld thing about touching the moon, Kyle? I've never played an Oddworld game. I vaguely remember Oddworld being something. Something. Let me get that herb. Get that herb in me. You know what? Let's see if I can run away from this orc. Yeah, there we go. So I guess I haven't gone this way. Yeah. Really looks like I could go north from here, but apparently not. I'm not actually sure which way I came. I guess I came from here. It's a terribly steep ledge, so that crack there is nothing? Okay. Gee, another one. Prince Theo, have a look into the spring. Gee, here she is again. You hit the water there and raise one's likeness. Okay, well this one wasn't a lamia. There's some puzzle with these fountains that I'm not figuring out. There's some way, there must be some way to actually, like, talk to her or something. Here's a doll. Have a charm. Have a weg. Have a moon fragment. Have some grache. Nope. Nothing does anything. Okay. I have not explored this way yet. Good God. Good God, let... All I wish to do is walk. I can't give swords, Kyle. And also, there were 3. One of them was a lamia, and the other 2 were just that. And also, you don't give the sword to the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake gives the sword to you. Good, let me go! There's an infinite supply of enemies in this direction. You simply can never go that way. As you look around, you can only see a simple path. What a suspicious method to put there. It's the Lady of the Tiny Decorative Pond, says Nettie, exactly. You watch ledge, there's herb, you get herb. Let me go. The AI tuber stuff melts your PC. I have no idea, Master Dragon, because it has never behaved this way before. I think, because I updated the graphics drivers, I think the new drivers must be unstable with that, because I've certainly ran, like, so this is not the first time that I ran the AI tuber and crashed a lot. That's because OBS was also using the graphics card for encoding, and that was unwise. That, as it turns out, was a real bad idea, but that's not what's happening this time. So I don't know. I'm gonna die. Yep, Dad. Gonna make a Zort comparison, but that game had maybe 3 enemy encounters, says Kyle in chat. Welp. Notice how I didn't even react to dying. It's become so normal that it's just like, well, yeah, that happened. That one had even less English than usual. Apparently you just don't need to open doors. I was really under the impression that you needed to open doors. They're all self-opening doors. Otto will figure it out. Otto did not figure it out. I think Otto is gonna get me killed. That old man must be exasperated from dragging your corpse to the castle over and over again, Kyle says in chat. He even tells me every time, don't get f***ing killed next time, you piece of shit, and then I just do anyway. Whoa. I used Doll and it did something. A strong power wrapped around me. I didn't know Doll was usable in battle. I did not anticipate that. and frickin' the AI just did it for me. I hope it wasn't a one-time use thing. It certainly wasn't worth it on this random encounter. Okay, I still have it. This is a dimly lit tunnel. You feel strange. I see another weg. Oh, it's just a rock. Suddenly, a black thing appears from behind the rock. It's just a thing. It's an imp. Okay, I was about to say, I've killed imps before, but evidently not. Did I forget to announce this stream? No, I did it. I announced it. I announced it this stream. Let's strip you first. This imp is not naked enough. Whoo! It's definitely not naked enough. Holy hell. Cool, great, thank you. I'm dead. Well, that worked out. Don't despair, be careful not to use up your power again. I've only done it like 50 times. Van Whitman, that was not a random encounter. Although I guess I've never tried to run from a non-random encounter. But I assume that anywhere where you find a, like, positioned enemy in result of, you know, something you do, you're not going to be able to run from them because they're like a boss. There are no stun magics, asked Van Whitman in chat. The enemies have had sleep. I have not yet had sleep. I have lots of things that affect their stats, but the strip all didn't work, so... I'm gonna have to grind at some point, and I'm just hoping that I can do that off-stream. Okay. Time for Malk and then Slep? What the hell is Malk? Okay. Oh my. The cliff collapsed. You can't cross to the other side. An enemy is in your way. An enemy. I'm glad the enemies at least attack each other. I hurt myself, but at least I also hurt the enemy. Please let me go. Please. Please, I just want to make progress. I just want to make progress in video game. Please. Please, I just want to make progress. Nothing else to see here. Yeah. And if I look at this rock, I die. I'll look at that rock some other time when I feel like I might survive the experience of looking at a rock. New. Look at rock dead. Hit rock not dead. Logic, says Van in chat. So true. I think I was actually trying to open the rock when I got myrtleized. Okay, and I costed more than the nun that invented Wing Chun Kung. I don't get the joke at all, Kyle. I'm getting accosted more than the protagonist in Sword of Hope. Wait. We did it. It is an overpass. That's just not a thing. That's just not a thing. Even a brave man can't jump down to the underpass, and I'm not a brave man. I am the cowardiest coward ever. She decided to kick butt and take names. Is that what then? Both, huh? Oh, look out! You go down the road looking at the mud. Boy, it's filthy. The ledge is completely muddy. Ew, muddy ledge. Mud place. Puddle mud. Careful, you think you can pass by it? Is there something here? As you put your hand in the mud, you slip fully. I've been eaten by the mud. Gosh, the mud is bottomless. Gasp. What do you mean, gasp? You can't gasp mud. Barely escaped from mud place, so this probably isn't going to work. He started by recovering his no damage. Brilliant work. Got fire magic and can't use magic to make it not muddy, as Van Whitman in chat. You're ascribing far too much logic to this to the game. I'm affected by the poison, oh no! Okay, we didn't find this cave before. It is so dark you can't see well. It is a dimly lit tunnel, you feel strange. Blah. Oh good, a rock to get killed by an imp. You know what, I'm not even gonna look at the rock. Not gonna do it. You look carefully, but can't find any gold. Oh, this is just here. Okay. No, Van Whitman, that is how you die. That is how you do a dead. Oh dear. Oh dear, I'm already quite hurt. How'd I let my gut cell? How'd I let myself get that hurt without healing myself? Yes, attack each other! Yay! Non-corporeal beings hurt more than actual live ones, says Van Whitman chat. So true. So true. Really, squandering my mana here. Orc 1 really wishes to live. It just keeps recovering itself. It's pretty unsurprising. Have I even attempted to just attack an orc? 2 damage, yeah, worthless. It just keeps recovering itself. It's ridiculous. How am I supposed to kill you if all you do is, well, like that. That's how. Underneath every stone there lurks a politician. Aristophanes, says Kyle in chat. So true. So true. Or an imp, but they're the same, so. Distinction without a difference. Doesn't the shadow looks joyful, Van Whitman. The shadow's having a lovely time. Yeah, I'm now not remembering where I have and haven't been. I really didn't want to map out this area, but I think I might have to. It's too late to start mapping out this area now, because I'm just somewhere deep in the middle of it. I would really rather map it out from the start, but I'm happy to wander around a bit until I figure something out. The orcs are so scared of Theo it keeps healing itself, begging for mercy, says Van Whitman in chat. Yeah, these things happen. Well, thanks for killing the ape. Really wish the orcs would stop recovering themselves. I agree, Kyle. The shadow is just a silly little guy. And even though we do defeat it, it just says defeat, right? Like, there's no evidence that we kill it. I think we're just seeing the same shadow over and over again. He's just having fun. Oh, I have 9 HP. I am now dead. I should have paid more attention to my HP. Good God. Well, looks like I start mapping. Yay, cartography stream. We just what I always want. An enema appears. An enema appears. Just sort of walking around like they do sometimes. I like how the flaming skull is one of the lowest level enemies in the game. No, Van Whitman, there is one place in the game you can save. That's it. There is one place. So, Van Whitman, the way they deal with that is that the 3 magi have different domains all sort of surrounding this area. So, like, the maximum distance you have to walk is fairly controlled by the fact that, like, the magi are... Like, each one, the entrance to their area is fairly close. But the battle frequency seems to go up and up and up, so... Okay. Dung cart comes out. Let's get it correctly situated here. Okay. Then in infinity billion years when I manage to walk north, I'll mark that too. Hey, wait, are there trees in this first area? Did I look at the trees? No. Even though there are trees, there are not trees. Come on, disappear, enemy. You know you want to. The enemy does not want to disappear. Here's a question. This or Bard's Tale? Because I suggested this during your playthrough of Bard's Tale. Ask Kyle in chat. Definitely this. This is vastly superior to Bard's Tale. This is a vastly less annoying game than Bard's Tale. This game has one critical problem. Whereas Bard's Tale has infinity critical problems. Now, we're going to run into a problem because the mapper, I only set it up to use orthogonal directions, and this area has 8-way pathing, so it's going to get a little bit stupid before it gets okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's always look. Let's always look. There is a Smolston here. You get herb. I guess it's a small stone. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Small stone. There we go. Gold nuggets are mixed with the gravel. It's only a dream, isn't it? Oops, let me just go back again. Let's just go walking back and forth a little bit. Let me just look at the area twice for no reason. Okay. Spring. I think this is not the Lamia spring. This mysterious spring cannot be spoiled by anyone. Lost that voice? What do you need to be level 22 to beat the devil? Asks Van Whitman in chat. I mean, I can grind in this game. It's a perfectly grindable game. I just hate it. No. Woman's likeness just goes away. Nothing did anything. Well, I guess I didn't try everything with this particular fountain. Actually, I need to be level 255 to beat the game, says Nettie in chat. Oh. I have the key. This woman doesn't have a keyhole. Yeah. I don't think it's doing anything. I tried it last time. Nothing happens. Charm. Nothing happens. Magic text. That just lets me read it. Nope. I mean, unless she wants a weg. I get the feeling that at some point it will be revealed what's actually going on there, and I just hasn't been yet. Yeah, so like here, I'm gonna have to call that up and right up, just because I don't really have any other direction to call it in my mapping software. And like here, I'm gonna have to orthogonal this, so I have up and left, quote unquote. Maybe another Lamia, asks Van Whitman in chat, but the other Lamia, like, she attacked when you splashed the pool, so doesn't seem likely. No escape from the shadow. There is a hole here. So dark you can't see well. I did try to open it. It is a hole. Hit the hole. Don't hit it! It's nothing. Why is it nothing? If you tried swinging the extra sword instead of using magic, asked Nettie in chat. Yeah, I attacked a couple enemies with the extra sword, and it's still useless. As, like, all of the other swords are. So this is the Lamia spring. It's dangerous here. Don't come closer. Escape quickly. See? Lamia. Yeah, my map's gonna get pretty confusing at this rate. I'm gonna have to do something. Why is the tree snitching like that, as Nettie in chat? The trees are the people who used to inhabit this area, but they've been turned into trees. Terribly steep ledge. It's so dark you can't see well. Open the hole. Don't hit it. No gold nuggets. So this is front of pagoda. So tight I can't open it. Terribly steep ledge. Pale moonlight. Accidentally opened the debug console. Don't know how to close the debug console. Hope it just goes away on its own. It does. I accidentally just went up. That is not what I meant to do. There we go. Break open the eggs and use an egg, the egg whites to lube up the tight door. It's what the pigeons would have wanted, says Nettie in chat. I mean, I would if the game gave me any such options. I guess I didn't try to use anything on the door, come to think of it. Because I just assumed it would be, like, locked or something, or, you know, closed by magic. Maybe put in a square with an X over it for your diagonals, suggests Kyle in chat. I think I know how I'm going to have to handle the diagonals. It's not like this, that's a clue. It wasn't the eggs. Maybe I charm the door open. Maybe I grache the door open. Yeah. For the time being, don't know what that's about. The shadow never lets me escape. Yeah, Van Whitman, I'm assuming that I need to figure out what's going on. Well, so I might need to kill the imp. It might just be a random enemy. But I'm assuming that, yeah, I need to figure out the ladies of the lakes. There are actually two. Just did a normal attack because I'm an imbecile. Hey, I'm level 14, though. And I can pillage HP now. Now we are talking. Let's try our new pillage HP spell. If I can find it. There it is. 12. Not bad. I mean, particularly considering that that's 12 recovery. I just did a normal attack accidentally. That was pointless. I just did a normal attack again. I keep clicking through because I'm getting bored. Don't get bored. Pillage HP is just vampirism, says Van Whitman in chat. And so our protagonist is a vampire. These things happen. I just did a regular attack again. That 2 damage was the 2 damage. I would love to ever be able to go south, please. Okay, I've not yet mapped east of here. It's been established Theo isn't human since he didn't become... Yeah, true, Nettie, true. I guess I was a vampire all along. Yeah, like, this is a problem. So, diagonals. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use a different quote-unquote floor to represent the diagonals. What did I just do? Let's not do that. Let's not get myself confused and fail to map something. Overpass. Yeah. Can't jump down there. Muddy. And we can go that way. If I look at the mud, I get slurped into the mud, so let's not do that. And I can go into this cave. Cave with rock. We're not going to touch that rock. I've marked it on my map. I can always go touch the rock later. Okay, and this is Bridges Out. Did Game Freak work on this? The scene transitions are reminding me of Pokemon encounters, says Kyle in chat. This far predates Pokemon, and my understanding is Game Freak only exists to be the Pokemon company.